Good morning, Tux. Did you stay dry last night? You look dry. We had a good bit of rain. Let's see what the rain gauge says. Ah, it is at least 9/10. It's nearly an inch. There comes Ruby. And more Stripe and Marty are eating over there where they're supposed to be, sort of. Everybody's here on the front porch too. Little girl, she watches me when I come outside. Nighttime. Hi, honey. Hi. Ah, it's time to get on the road again. We'll have a virtual day tomorrow, but today is a normal Tuesday. Good morning, Ruby. I see I need to defrost the windows. Well, we are on time. It's daylight now, enough to film something that maybe it won't look totally blurry. It's so dark, you know, when we're leaving. Johnny's been talking to me about his BattleBot simulator program and the BattleBots he's built. Robot Rumble 2, Johnny, you said? Is that it? Number 2?
Yeah.
Is the name of the software he's using to design them, and he was telling me he's entered a couple of his builds into competitions where either you can run the robot yourself or they'll have somebody run it for you if it's like out of your time zone or whatever. It sounds really interesting. It reminds me of Kerbal Space Program, except Johnny says you can tool your own parts here versus just pull parts from an available library.
You can use CAD software, so you could use Fusion 360 if you wanted to design parts.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, I like anything that might help students learn how to use CAD. It really sounds interesting. Maybe Johnny will show us 1 or 2 of his robot builds that he's entered later on. I got Johnny dropped off on time. The skies have cleared. The sun is going to be, quote unquote, out first thing this morning. Ruby says it's 57 degrees. It's going to be in the 40s overnight tonight, so that rain we had did sort of usher in some less humid, colder air. I don't know, a few days ago, Don was saying we might get a frost this weekend. I mean, Halloween weekend is normally around the time of first frost, so that wouldn't be unexpected. We do need to get my plants, the Scheffelair, the ficus, and some other things under the house before the first frost, so we'll just play that by ear. We're always doing it basically at the last minute. This is one of those mornings where the color to the west is prettier than the color to the east, the purple tones. It's already lost a little bit of it from since I first got a look in that direction. Behind me, though, is not too much color today. But it's some definite orange and purple tones here to the west. The Wells Fargo building, which is the tall building that's most in front of me. It looks gorgeous when it's lit up and the sky does that thing in the morning. I've, over the years, gotten quite a few very lovely pictures of it. Mr. Gordon over here at the Thompson Campus School, he has the best view out there. Looking upstairs at the high school over here on my right, they have some great views of the skyline here. Well, one of the positives of this whole safety score, try to get into the FSD beta program routine I've developed here in the last 2 to 3 weeks is that I have developed a, what's the right word? I'm more comfortable using autopilot out here on 401. I've engaged it more the other day I was in traffic aware cruise control, and I was like, you know, I really want the car to do the lane centering too, so let's get autopilot engaged, because I was mostly in traffic aware cruise control out here. So pretty much any of the times I was engaging, you know, traffic aware cruise control, I'm now engaging autopilot, and I've gained a comfort level, which does not mean that I'm not monitoring the car, or don't think anything can go wrong or any of that stuff. Yeah, Ruby, you're a little closer to the pylons than I would have preferred there, and I have having to hit the brake. She was going to come in hotter than I wanted her to. And she may still have dinged me for that, but I smoothed it up as much as I could. Hopefully the G's weren't too much to register. But anyway, she would have stopped. She just would have stopped harder than she should have. And that's not good for the brakes, and it's not good for the car behind me, and you know, so I was trying to say is I'm definitely still paying attention when I'm in autopilot. My comfort level has not gotten to the point of, oh, I don't need to watch the car anymore. No, not that at all. But I really appreciate how it's handling in traffic. The vast majority of the time that has definitely increased, so that's been good. It's gusty out here this morning, which is making it feel just a wee bit chillier than I would like. And I just saw where Mike Mays had posted a map, and our temperatures next week, so November 2nd through the 8th, were below normal. But I also looked through Halloween weekend, and that chance of a first frost, that is gone, and a chance of a rain, not Sunday night, but Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday during the day, I don't know. Anyway, we probably should move my plants under the house this coming weekend, but there's no frost emergency on it. We don't like to have to operate under emergency. Didn't want Dawn to get stuck having to do it after work one night. Wanting to go get some exercise and having an hour is another thing, but having to do it is not desirable. That's a cat. We've never seen a cat on the trail before.
It's because it's cool and he's out wandering around.
Hey, buddy. It looks like Tux.
We're not bringing Tux.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, no.
Oh, hello. Hi, buddy.
Oh, good, it's skittish.
Donnie. You know I'm not going to leave no animal in need. We've established I have that issue already. Normally they just find me at the house, though. Hi.
You have to go looking for him, too.
Hi, he's right here. Oh, he ran. I tried to make sure, look for a collar or whatever, but he is not nice. Don't do that. Not nice. It was a tuxedo, and that's a sensitive spot right now, so don't do that. I'm not looking to add another cat, but I wouldn't have turned my back on him if he'd have needed help either. Donnie goes, yeah, but you don't have a car or a crate or anything out here. You don't even have a pair of gloves. He looked healthy.
Yeah, I agree. He's somebody's cat.
Hopefully.
He's too pretty. He's a pretty cat.
Yeah, he wasn't tore up from fighting.
Sure.
Well, Donnie better not be there on the way back out.
Oh, God, please, Lord.
It's lucky I have to go to the chiropractor and can't come park and walk down because I won't have time this morning either.
Should probably put the cage in the car.
Yeah, you know, it'll be, Donnie, can you carry the crate downstairs for me? I'm feeling good this morning. We've run twice, but maybe a shorter distance than I was pushing myself. I was telling Johnny it's more after giving blood, don't lift weights, don't swing a golf club or a tennis racket,
yeah,
stuff like that
arm
with your arm.
Yeah.
Then a little bit of gentle running, let's call it. So, but I'm feeling so far so good. Maybe just, you know, just a smidge slow when I first got up, but I'm good. I'm good.
That's great, sweetie.
So she has 3 people exercising with her this morning, which is better than 2. I'm going around the 4th time. Don is in the far baseball dugout just past the concession stand area in the sun taking his call. He needed wind block, and that's the best place out here for that. I told him if I make it around the 4th time and he's not done with his call, I'll exit the park and he can catch up with, he can run to me on the trail. And he said that'd be great. Don't want to leave him behind, but I don't Because of the chiropractor appointment, it does kind of matter when I get home. But I certainly have time for a 4th loop. And that'll make my stepping today a little less critical the rest of the day, and I'm good with that. Yeah, I guess every day I probably would do a 4th lap, but I understand we're making an hour investment in our walk pretty much no matter what. And Don's working and all that good stuff. When he stops working and the weather's nice, you know, we can talk about what we do. I'm back near the spot where I saw the tuxedo kitty, and I've meowed 20 times just to see. And the only movement I've seen in there is squirrels. I've seen a couple squirrels. Didn't hear any meows back. There's plenty of houses nearby. The kitty totally could just have gone back to his house. But, yeah, who knows? I always worry they've been dumped at the local park. People think somebody will come and get them. Obviously, I'll be looking every morning going forward. Maybe I'll post in the local Facebook group that I saw a tuxedo kitty in good health near South Park Ball Field 3 on the trail, in case anybody's looking. There are several local cat rescue people. I see them give advice, offer to take small kittens, etc., etc. So I don't see Don coming up behind me yet. I hate that, but it is what it is. He would be walking behind me if it wasn't so windy. The wind is what made him seek the shelter this morning. Looks like Don's call lasted 20 minutes. He just messaged me, "Where am I?" I said, "Just past townhomes. I'll walk back in your direction." I haven't ran anymore. I'm sure I already have in my over 30 exercise minutes. You can't see very far on the trail at all, so you really can only see a couple light poles ahead. Okay, this isn't fair. This part of the trail is all uphill and I'm tired. But Don's worth it. Well, I've left myself a whole 3 minutes to spare to get to the chiropractor on time, but that's okay. All cats, well, except for Morris, got a pat on the head, and I saw and talked to Morris. He just was over by the brick pile on the side of the yard over there, and maybe looking for a lizard or something, and he didn't come out. And he's so shy, I didn't have time to work on him anymore. But I petted on him this morning. Don was already off the conference call onto the next WebEx. It's gorgeous out here. It's up to 62. You can see we're starting to have more color. I'll take it. There are some weird lane switching back and forth back there. It was really annoying. First it was the 2 left lane closed, and then the 2 right lanes closed, and the guy putting up road closure signs pretty much ran out in front of me at 70 miles an hour. Thankfully it was just far enough ahead that Ruby didn't throw me into the steering wheel trying to stop and miss him. I just didn't think it was the best, and Ruby is taking the turn here, although I clicked it down 10 miles an hour to help her out a little bit. I find she handles this perfect, except for I wish she would take it just a smidge slower, so I tend to bump it down as we go. Yes. Well, I got here on time, ran inside, had a good treatment, and now I'm headed over to Guardian Angel Apex. I have, about 2 hours until I got to pick up Johnny, something like that. Well, there are a much more reasonable number of Hertz rental vehicles over here today at Guardian Angel Apex, and I just want to say that I plan to never, ever, ever, ever again complain about Hertz parking vehicles over here. And y'all know why. Maybe one day I'll be parking Ruby next to some of their Tesla fleet. That gorgeous tree over there is a pin oak, and of course as soon as I went to film it, it got cloudy and it doesn't look as pretty in the cloud. It's pretty, trust me. No Lego bricks. I'm kind of sad. They do still have Halloween stuff, but I don't see anything I can't live without. I got a gargoyle, a couple of hand towels, a little owl figurine, and yeah, that's it. Not a lot today. Talked with Michelle a little bit, but she seemed pretty busy, and you know, had a good time looking. So if I left right now for downtown, I'd have an extra 30 minutes. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that 30 minutes, but something. Debating if there's anything I need at Whole Foods and if I think I can run in and run out really quick. That's what I'm debating. I've got 25 minutes, 30 if I super need it. So got to move pretty quick in here. Just going to pick up a couple things. I know I always say that, but I really don't have a choice today and I don't need that much. Wow, is it blowing? Seriously blowing. And yes, I see the Tesla. Pretty snazzy. Okay, $2.16 ought to be good enough. So they had chuck eye steaks, chuck roast, and chuck stew meat all on sale. It was $2.50 off a pound. So I got a lot of chuck. I took all the steaks they had, 2 large chuck roasts, and 2.5 pounds of the stew meat. So basically enough to make 1 stew, because when I make it, I mean like I really make it. And I was very disappointed. They are all sold out of the pumpkin spice whipping cream, and they have peppermint already. They have peppermint. And Johnny does not prefer mint. And we both really wanted more. We both really wanted more of the pumpkin spice. So yeah, we're not even to Halloween yet, or the first couple weeks in November. People haven't done their Thanksgiving shopping, but oh, pumpkin spice is gone. They are nuts. I guarantee you the mint won't sell as good. Guarantee it. Yeah, coming from Cary to get to the school, the fastest thing is to, I know that sounds really loud, it's not Ruby, it's the road. The fastest way to get to school is up on the outer belt line. So here I am. Well, coming back through Fuquay, there was an accident up on Main Street that cost us about 10 minutes in getting home, and then coming down Judd Parkway here, there was another accident. Neither of them looked like injury accidents, but there was some liquid spilled at both scenes. I know out on Main Street, the firemen had dumped down some stuff to absorb whatever the spill was, radiator fluid, or it probably was radiator fluid versus gasoline. It's not a good afternoon for traffic and safe driving in Fuquay.
Dean.
Hey!
Hey!
So we lost the internet for a little bit?
Yeah, probably good 15. I mean, I rebooted the thing. It probably down 15 minutes.
Okay. Well, there's a bag of meat back there. That one goes into the garage.
Okay, freezer or just refrigerator?
I'll walk in and make sure.
Okey-dokey.
Johnny's going to do Taekwondo tomorrow night instead of tonight. So that means I have a slightly less hectic night. And I've had a lot of bricks come. Matter of fact, it may be that everything I've ordered has come now, and I'm going to work on my house for a bit, and/or file, sort the bricks where they need to go that have come. Something in between adding new bricks and sorting bricks that came and putting them in the right spot. And yes, these two are playing. The little one always whoops up the big one, Mama. The one on the left. You should just give him what for, and he wouldn't hurt his mama. So he just takes it. They do this a lot. Get him! The guys that now they're awesome. Yeah, Zach and Jesse, they are. They're just awesome. Up next, the stairs, the furniture, and topping off the top of the walls. All the windows are installed. I need 2 black doors.